Kind of what was the mindset after just getting off to such a hot start, offensively the other night at Kentucky?
After that, just going on to the sideline, going to all the guys, just letting them know we got to keep the gas moving, keep it rolling, can't slow down at any point in the game. That first play was definitely a momentum booster, and, just going out there and telling them guys that we got to keep it rolling and, keep putting up points.
Have you ever been a part of a first quarter in which you had an offense just had the ball for 37 seconds?
No, this is my first time having this situation happen to me. So, but it's extremely exciting being able to run the pace that we do go, and, me making plays as early as I am, I couldn't ask for anything else.
And then you only had it for 13 minutes the entire game, but we're still able to put up 45 points. Just what do you think allowed you all to have so much success offensively?
Just all week going in, just all week practicing. We preach consistency, making sure that everybody's doing their job with the small details, big details, anything, just going in there and making sure that everybody's locked in and ready to go.
JaVonta, we've talked about it with you so many times about making the plays early. Do you almost find that that's kind of your role now? It's your kind of the fire starter, so to speak?
If that's what they want to say, yeah, I'll definitely take that role. But a lot of my teammates, they do typically come up to me at the beginning of the game now and, just be like, hey, you got to go. It's your turn to, start it off. So, I like it that the team like to come up to me early in the game and ask for me to get them started, so.
Yeah, on that first play again, you catch the ball and then you see Princeton blocking out and Bayless blocking in, and then it just opened. What were you thinking in that moment, and did you know that you had a chance to score?
We practice these screens in practice like a ton, like ridiculous how many times we throw screens in practice, and it was just a practice play that we do every day. And after I seen those guys, with the Mexican blocks on the outside, it was just about me making that one guy miss. And Coach Burns preach all the time about you can't get tackled in an open space. You got to always make that guy miss. So yeah.
JaVonta, what kind of coverages are you seeing against you and the other wide receivers? Because there's been a number of different receivers from your team that have been able to make plays, so there's not really just one guy that defense has to have to focus on. Mm-hmm. What are those defenses you guys are typically seeing?
Different, like all teams that we play this year, they like to switch stuff up, do different stuff, and a lot of the coverages that we typically see is man sometimes, which is surprising, being that the tempo that we run and how fast we go. But a lot of teams also give us a lot of cover 3, cover 1, single high safety, a lot of coverage that I have to say that we see a lot is quarters. We get a lot of quarter looks. So, yeah, so those pretty much are the coverages that we see a lot. That helps. So.
Alante and Coach Heupel talked a lot about the atmosphere in the locker room after the game. How much fun was it just to have that post-game dance party, and who did you see that had the best moves on the team?
Honestly, I was in the back, so I didn't even get to see everybody that was dancing. But, that's just a great experience. All of them guys in there being able to experience that together, that just shows the brotherhood that we have and, the bond that we have with each other. Everybody going out there and giving their all and coming out with the W, man. It was just an excellent feeling to go in there and see all those guys excited. So,
JaVonta, how Hendon just keeps playing at a really high level week in and week out. How much confidence do you guys have as an offense with him kind of running the show right now?
We have a lot of confidence in Hendon. Hendon is the most humble player like I probably ever met in my life. He comes in every day ready to work, no matter what the situation is, no matter what he's been through that day, that week. He's always coming in with the same mindset and just ready to go. And that's the type of attitude you need in a quarterback, and he's doing a great job of showing that. So.
Last one, thanks for Benson Austin. A couple quick things, JaVonta. I know y'all play. It's the SEC, so you're playing a tough team every week, but when you're playing the team that is ranked number 1 in the country and the opportunity that presents, does it feel a little different?
I like to think as every game as, it's the next game. Coach Hype preached that whichever game is coming up next is your most important game, and going into this game with them being number 1, that's a great opportunity for everybody on the roster to go out there and show what they can do. And we just all extremely excited to go out there and, just get the job done.
But are y'all excited to maybe give that really good defense the kind of look maybe it hasn't seen this season in terms of the way y'all play? Because not a lot of people play the game the way y'all do. Does that sort of give you an exciting feeling going into most games?
Most definitely, it does give us that exciting feeling, being that, not a lot of teams was able to put up points on them as much this year, so we can be the first team to go out there and just, execute and, show everybody what we're really about against this number one defense. So.
JaVonta, they really haven't been in any close games, Georgia, since maybe Clemson earlier in this year. Is that something that you guys will think about, that, hey, maybe we can, besides the tempo, maybe we can put some pressure on them that they haven't experienced in a while?
Yes, extremely. So, we most definitely talked about that today. This is probably the first time Georgia was going to see an offense that moves as fast as we do. And, it's just about us going out there and doing what we do best. We got to make sure we have all the small little details. And like I always preach details. Coach Burns and Coach Hype, they on us all the time about making sure that we locked in, we doing our job on the field. So we most definitely think we can go out there and turn some eyes this week. So.
JaVonta, obviously you, Hendon, Kamal, Brandon, all weren't here a year ago. If you could talk to a kid that was going to go into the portal or into the portal about Tennessee and the ability just to adapt quickly here like you guys have, kind of what would your message be?
Just to any of those guys, man, just coming in, making sure that you locked in, you focus. Because for me, it was more about picking, what's best for me, what fits my talent the most. And coming in, talking to Coach Burns, talking to Coach Hype, all of those guys, all the players I knew before coming, it was just that great feeling. And like I tell any other guy that's going through the same process that I went through, just make sure you go to the fit that's best for you, where you feel more comfortable and, you can go and make plays. And, that's where I thought Tennessee was the best place for me, and we are here now.
Thanks, JaVonta.